It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another live stream Q&A video. This is going to be Q&A number 83. So this is a discussion for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 4, 404, which was called Buried, which aired last week, and also a discussion for the next episode coming up, Episode 5, which is going to be called Lara. Now, we are going to talk about other stuff as well, but that's just the main thing, or yeah, that's the focus of this live stream, but we can basically talk about anything that you guys bring up in this live stream here. So as always, you can ask your questions in the chat and I will be answering the questions. So technically the live stream is going to start in like 10 minutes, but I will answer questions until everybody else joins, because I think people might not necessarily know we start a bit early, so they just come on time or whatever. But I'll just start with the questions right now, and we'll see how many more people join when the live stream is actually set to start. Wiz0wwiz says, hey bud, hey, how are you? Glad you could join. I'm finally wearing my Negan shirt again. For those of you that watch my videos, you know when I got that, but finally got a chance to wear it again. I kind of forgot about it a little bit, to be honest, but now I'm wearing it again. Alright, we'll wait for people to show up here. In the meantime, just an announcement, I forgot completely that I didn't do the promo breakdown for the next episode of Fear, episode 5, which is called Lara, so I will do that right after this live stream, so stay tuned tonight for my breakdown for episode 5 of Fear the Walking Dead, season 4, episode 5, because I completely forgot about it. I also have another video coming up regarding one of the images and one of the characters that we believe is a new character, but might not necessarily be a new character. But I'll talk about that maybe today or tomorrow, but most likely tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. That's also a very interesting thing that came up recently based on the images that we got for season 9 of The Walking Dead. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Dylan Crone says, hi, how are you? Glad you could join our live stream. So yeah, let's just ask your questions, guys, because I think more people are going to start showing up now. So yeah, we can see what happens. There's like a couple people watching right now. And also let me know if the quality of the video in terms of the sound and, you know, the image and whatever messes up, or there's a delay or whatever. Let me know and I'll try to disconnect and connect again. Hopefully that'll help the quality, because I don't know what's going on with YouTube recently, but the live streams are just, the quality is very bad for some reason, and I have to restart it like a couple times for it to work in terms of actually showing the image without a delay. One thing I do want to kind of put out there, like a question for you guys, is what do you guys think of last episode of Fear, where we basically have that reveal with Naomi not only being Lara, but also actually not being alive? Because I thought the reveal was pretty cool. I mean, different names, but they had to do that so that we couldn't guess. But one of the things that I just don't get is how weird that reveal was that she's dead. I don't buy it. I don't know what it is about it, but I just don't buy that she's actually dead. Because that's a rule I guess in every movie or TV show. If you didn't see the person die, they are probably not dead, or there's a chance that they're still alive. So yeah, I have mixed feelings, but I just think if she's actually dead, that reveal was very underwhelming, because it's like, okay, what's the point now, right? Because she's a new character, and this is how they're gonna reveal she's dead. What was even the point of building up that character and developing her and just doing this? You know what I mean? So there's a part of me that doesn't believe it. I don't think she's actually dead, and I think that's gonna be a reveal for later on, maybe even the next episode, that shows that she's not actually dead. Or we might actually see her die in the next episode or something, but I would have liked it more if she stayed, especially now because Nick is dead, right? So there isn't too many characters that we're attached to, right? So yeah, let's see what happens, but there's a part of me that doesn't really believe that she's dead. So I'm just going to put up the image on the live stream and just wait a few more minutes for more people to show up. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, we're still waiting for some questions and maybe more people joining, but we'll just give it some time here. Just gonna check if the sound is good, because maybe people can't hear me. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if people can actually hear me as well as see me. Because I can see that the video's up, like you can see me, but I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. So we'll just see. Maybe no one's even watching. Wiz0W oh hey, okay. So you're back? I thought you were here, but you left, I think. So thank you for coming back. Wiz0W, what was your reaction to Nick's death? Devastated? I have my reaction up for that episode. You can check it out, but shocked, mostly, right? Because it's like, what's going on? What are they doing? So yeah, I was even more shocked about Nick's death than I was about Carl's death. And you could say it's because I kind of knew about Carl's death, or there was rumors or speculations, but still, that death, Nick's death, was just so out of the blue that it just felt like a ton of bricks coming at you, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I've done my reaction, you can check it out, but I've also shared my thoughts about Nick's death and what it means and everything. So you can check that out as well. It's on the channel, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where we go from here, because here's the truth. Here's the honest truth. Episode 1 was good. 2, good. Like, good, great. In terms of season 4. 3 was good up to Nick's death. And then 4, underwhelming a little bit. Let's see where we go. But I hope that that death is not a telltale sign about the quality of the show going forward. I just hope that's not the case, because they did that with Travis, and I would say after Travis's death, things did get a little bit weird in terms of the quality of the show and the story that they were telling. So I hope that that's not the case this time. Wiz0W how do you think Negan will look in season 9? He'll have a big beard, probably, much like Jeffrey Dean Morgan looks right now. So that's probably going to be Negan in season 9. But other than that, I don't think there's going to be anything different. He's still going to crack jokes. He's just not going to be in control. He's not going to have any power, but it's still going to be the same old Negan. It's just that his power is going to be stripped off. Or, I don't even know if I said that right, but his power is going to be taken away from him in season 9, obviously. That's going to be the main difference. And he's going to look like he's been in a cell for a while. He's going to have a big beard. That's probably what it is. Jeffrey Dean Morgan might even have grown out the beard right now. I know he did grow it out even before, but he's keeping it mostly, or most likely, because of season 9. He's going to have to look like that in season 9. Wiz0W seems to be the only one asking the questions right now, which is good. Keep it up. But I don't know if this is a real poster. I don't think so. I think it's just a fan-made poster, but it's a pretty cool one. So I'm just going to show you the image here if I can. Let's see if I can do that. Yep, there we go. I think that works. Yep. So, oops, I think I moved something else on me. So that's the poster here. This one. So I don't know if this is a real one. I don't think so. I doubt it. I think this is just a fan-made poster for season 9, but it looks pretty cool. There's even a name there that I can't really read, but there's even a name here showing. I just noticed that you can't see my mouse thing, so Yeah, you can't see what I'm pointing at, but there's a name there, so that's most likely the fan who made this poster, but it's a pretty cool poster. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that guy, show you guys this real quick. So let's take that off and get back to the questions. Wiz0W I think it'll be cool and a bit weird if Rick named the weapon that he have been showed having in the latest picture Lori. I mean, that's cheesy a little bit, because I know what you're referring to, like Lucille, Negan, Lori, Rick, but at the same time cheesy, I think. It's just, you know, I don't think they're going to do that, because it seems cheesy and a little dumb, in my opinion, to be honest. So I hope they don't do that, because it's just, it would make the show like a comedy, and I don't want it to be a comedy, because that's not something that they do for comic relief. That's if you're trying to make the show a comedy, that's what you would do, things like that. But it's not a comedy, so I don't think they're going to do that. And plus, if he does that, just being honest a little bit, if he does that, it'll kind of or it'll make it seem like Rick supports Negan and the Bat and Lucille, naming it Lucille and doing what he did. So because of that, I don't think they're gonna do that. Not only that, but also it just seems cheesy, honestly. Leon Nord Bruce, I hope I pronounced that right. How much seasons will the show have? It's tough to say. They're probably gonna keep going, but the main question is how many good seasons will The Walking Dead have? That's the main question. And I think with the pace we're going now, probably season 9, most likely season 10, and then we have to wait and see. But I would say three good seasons, and then probably way more after that. If they continue, AMC will most likely want them to continue. AMC is not going to let Walking Dead slip out of their hands this easy, so yeah. But will it be the same quality in 4 years, in 5 years? Maybe not. Wiz0W do you think we'll see some dialogue between Judith and Negan? When Judith grows up, yeah, but not now, because Judith can't talk. Negan might want to talk to her, but again, who would bring Judith to Negan? I don't think anyone will, so yeah. Giuseppe De Rosa, hey Ash, just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi, how are you? And you say left a like. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Thank you for popping up and saying hi. And supporting the channel as always. Awesome Owen, will a Walker eat Rick's? No, he won't. A Walker won't do that. That was just a random question, but no. Giuseppe De Rosa, I watch all your vids. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. That's the reason this channel is going still, right? Because you guys enjoy the content and you guys are supporting the channel. Wiz0W I'd like to have one episode with Negan's backstory like the one in season 6 with Morgan. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have more than just one episode for Negan. And I don't like a Negan-centric backstory episode. I don't like that. I think they can stretch it out. They can have someone talking to Negan, Negan revealing a bit about himself, his past, and have a bit of his backstory. And then later on, someone else goes, or even the same person goes, and they talk, and there's more things revealed, and we see a bit more. I think that's better than just pushing everything to one episode. I think that's not the best way to go. I think it'll be better if they break it off and make it more smooth and make it work into the actual season instead of just one episode where we see Negan's backstory or something. Leon Nord-Bruce, what would you do if Rick dies? If Rick dies in season 9, I would honestly stop watching the show. I mean, I'm not trying to make it seem like Rick is, or the show can't continue without Rick. I'm just saying not now. Especially not now because of what we've seen in season 8 with Carl's death and with them, or with the quality not being as great. I know season 8's second half was much better, but still, we are nowhere close to the quality of the show back in season 6 or 5 or 4. So, yeah, I think at this point, it's a big risk killing Rick. So if Rick dies, I'm just not going to be as interested. Even if I do continue watching, I'm not going to be as interested in the show. Giuseppe De Rosa is still waiting for that World Cup prediction. Completely forgot about that as well. Things have been real busy, but I'll try to post that next week, hopefully. But it is coming. It is coming. But yeah, I just have to find the time to do it. I had a bunch of videos that were pushed back. So I'm going to finish those and then, do the other videos that I have to do. Or I said I will do, or the ones that you guys want me to do. Wiz0W have you seen the trailers for the upcoming game Overkill's The Walking Dead that is set in the comic book universe? I saw the first trailer with the, which one was it? With one of the main characters. He had like a bat like Lucille. So I saw that trailer. I don't know if there's a new one released. Maybe there is. If there is, I might do a reaction to it. But we'll see. I don't want to promise anything because I still have to do a couple videos, and yeah, things are a little busy right now in terms of personal life. So yeah, I won't promise anything, but if there is a trailer, I might do a reaction. Wiz0W have you played Telltale The Walking Dead? If not, I think you definitely should. No, I have not, but I definitely want to. Maybe something for the future. But next couple months are going to be real busy for me, so after that, I'm probably going to have a lot more free time to play some video games like that and do some videos on it, or even do more reactions and things like that. But next couple months are going to be very busy, so my schedule is going to be real tight, but we'll see what happens. Wiz0W there is 2 others. So 2 other trailers for the game. That's great. I will definitely check it out, and I'll try to do reactions for it if I get a chance. Or if I get time to do it. Bye-bye, Awesome Owen. Because you keep putting random, not very nice questions, or not questions, comments, I would say. So we're trying to keep this family friendly. So yeah, I'm just gonna delete that message. Hopefully you ask some other questions, some questions that don't involve things that Negan is very interested in. So yeah, Leon Nordbruce, I feel like I'm butchering your name. Leon Nordbruce. I hope I'm saying that right. The show would have at least 15 seasons. Yeah, like I said, it's probably going to have a lot more seasons, but how many are going to be good quality seasons? That's the big question. Wiz0W and I think we might see some comic book characters because the game is set in Washington, D.C. Yeah, about the game, what was it called? Overkill's The Walking Dead. Yeah, I think we will. We might. I don't want to say we will, but we might. But it'll be interesting, definitely. Wiz0W in the game. Yeah, got that one. Giuseppe De Rosa, you heard of Jurassic World Evolution? It looks really good. I've heard of the Jurassic franchise, but I don't know if that's a game or the next movie or whatever. No, I haven't heard of it, but might check it out. Like the trailer for it, if it's a movie or whatever. But I'm not really that much into Jurassic Park, the movies and franchise or whatever. But yeah. With Zero W is I'd really hope to see Rick or maybe Negan in it or some other characters. Probably won't see Negan or Rick, but we might see some other characters that yeah, we might see some other characters. I don't think we'll see Rick or Negan, but maybe someone else. It'll be cool if we see Negan or Rick, but I just don't think that's where they're going with the story in the game. Giuseppe Da Rosa in Jurassic World Evolution, you get to build your own park. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Leon Nordbrus, I don't think Michonne will die with Andrea's death because Carl has that death. Yes and no. I mean, that part of the story in the comics is important. And if they don't do it, then they're going to have to remix the story, which in this case I don't think is going to work. So they might have to, they might just have to change the death. But I think that they will definitely do it. Not to get too much into spoilers of the comics, because some people on the channel who might be on this stream might not know about or might not have read the comics. So I don't want to get into it that much, but I think it'll still happen, but it'll be different. Like the death, it will be different, I think. Giuseppe Da Rosa, you think season 9 will be great? I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I don't want to hype it up for myself to a point where I'll be underwhelmed with what we see. So I'm hoping it'll be great. Yes. With Zero W is, or maybe some Easter eggs from All Out War in it, like gunshots, or maybe the main characters sneak into the woods and watch when Rick or Negan are fighting. Yeah, that'll be cool. I mean, the main thing would be, why aren't those characters discovered by the other characters up to now? What has stopped them from going up to one of the other characters and seeing what's up? You know what I mean? So there's a bit of making it smooth and making it work with what we've already seen from the story in the comics, but it'll be cool. But at the same time, like I said, they have to make it work. Giuseppe Da Rosa, rate season 8. Out of 10, I would say a 6. 6 out of 10. And I would have said 4 out of 10 before the second half started. So from 4 to a 6, that's a pretty good jump in terms of one half. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Leon Nurpres, I keep butchering it. I'm just going to call you Leon because I keep butchering your last name. Leon, how much seasons will the Whisperer story have? They're going to be introduced in season 9, and the first initial contact is going to happen, and not only the contact, but the the initial conflict is going to happen in season 9. And then they're going to set up season 10 for the actual confrontation between the two groups. First half of season 10 will be the the war, and the second half will be the next part after the war. That part of the story is very short anyway, but I think that they're gonna add in more stuff for season 9. I think season 9 we're gonna see the time jump and the new world, the new big world, a new beginning story arc. We're gonna see the introduction of the Whispers, and we're gonna see another part of the story, another part, or not another part of the story, but sorry, another component that they're gonna add in for the show. That's not gonna be in the comics. They're gonna add in more storylines in season 9 that are not in the comics, just to stretch it out a little bit. But I think the main story for the Whispers will be half a season. I mean, they're gonna be in season 9, but maybe they won't be as much of a focus in the first half of season 9 as you think. They're probably gonna be a real focus in the later half, the second half, and maybe last couple episodes of the season. And that's gonna take us to season 10, which is gonna be the main focus for them. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, that's what I think. Wiz0W you knew that Robert Kirkman is doing the story in Overkill's The Walking Dead. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. That's very, I would say, good. I mean, he knows the world best, right? So he's the best person to write that story because he's the one that created it, right? So yeah, very excited if that's the case. I was already excited, but that gets me more excited. Leon, probably Henry is going to replace Carl. Part of Carl's story, not Carl's complete story. We're not going to have Henry turn into Carl. But I do think you're right. Henry will get parts of Carl's story. With Wiz0W that is the case. Oh, you're still talking about Robert Kirkman. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would say that's the best thing in terms of making it work with the comics, you know what I mean? Because remember what we mentioned about Rick and Negan being in the game or whatever? Or do we want them to be in the game? I think Robert Kirkman is the best person to make it work if that is the case. Or bring other characters from the comics into the game and make it feel right and make it work out. He's the best person to do that. So yeah, definitely very excited if that's the case. Meaning Robert Kirkman is doing the story. Leon, but then maybe Ezekiel won't die. I still think he will. I mean, yeah, I still think that's gonna happen. Just checking something here real quick. Wiz0W it's also 4-player co-op, which co-op, okay, which I think it's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think it gets you more into the game when it's like that. So yeah, definitely very excited. I'm just going to, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to hide you on the channel. So yeah, I mean, I've warned you twice, so yeah. And I hate to do things like this, guys, but it's just about not, you know, it's a, we're trying to have fun here. We're trying to get a real discussion going. So let's not ask weird questions or do that. So yeah, sorry, but yeah, I warned you twice. So while I'm waiting for some more questions, let me check something here real quick. All right, I am back. We are 39 minutes in, so I'll give it 5 more minutes and that'll be the end of this live stream. The questions are beginning to die down a little bit as well, so Wiz0W gotta go, man. It's 2:25 here in Sweden, and I have to get up early tomorrow. I had a great time during this stream. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you had fun. Sleep well. So yeah, thank you for joining. See you next time. Next week, hopefully. The stream is just about to end anyway, so you're not gonna miss too much anyway. All right, we will give it 2 more minutes because the questions are beginning to die down. Leon, I think Alexandria Hilltop Kingdom will fall and later go to Commonwealth. That's the comics, right? I mean, I think they have a different story planned. That's one way they could do it, but at the same time, with what they have planted the seeds for in the last 2 issues, I don't think that's where they're going with the story. So, probably not. All right, so that's the end of this live stream Q&A. Thank you to all of you that joined the live stream and asked questions. And those of you that continually support the channel and, you know, watch all the videos, come to the live streams and all of that. Really appreciate it. But yeah, that's the end of this live stream. We're going to have the next one next Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain time. You can convert to whatever your time is. But that's the routine every Friday. So every Friday night at 6 p.m. Mountain time, we are having a live stream. So you can join next one, or if not, then the next one, and so on. So that's the plan for the channel. Every Friday night there is a live stream. So yeah, again, thank you to all of you that joined. Last comment by Leon, maybe they want to go to a new location. There's already too many communities. I think it's better if they don't introduce more communities right now. But we'll see where the story goes in the comics with the Commonwealth's introduction and everything. But yeah, I don't think they're going to go to a new location at this point in the story. But yeah, that's it for the live stream. Thank you again to all of you that joined and participated. I will see you next time, next Friday for the next live stream.